Hi guys, welcome to my page. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this look using the Masquerade Palette by Juvia's Place. And let's go. As you can see, I already created my base and my brows. I used the Stila Stay All Day Foundation in Light, the Kat Von D Powder Kit, and for my brows I used the Kat Von D Super Brow Pomade in medium brown. So here I'm starting with my Morphe M504 brush and the shade Zulu as my transition color, starting slowly and then packing on the color slowly to really emphasize that transition tone. All the brushes that I'm going to be using on this look are Morphe brushes, so I'll just go ahead and be giving you guys the name. If you'd like, just comment on the bottom and I can write down all the brushes that I used in the description. So now that I've started my base, I'm going to be using the same brush and going in with the shade Ada just to give me a little bit more warmth. We're going to be using the same technique, which I'm going to be using during the entire process, which is outer corner towards the inner corner, and then using small circular motion to really be blending it out. I like to blend all the way up to my brow bone because I really like the fact that it opens up my eye and gives me a little bit bigger canvas to work on as well. Now that that's nice and done, I'm going to be going in with my crease. I'm going to be using the concealer by Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Cream in Whiteout to start shaping my lid area. And then using my brush M224 to really help give me that shape that I'm looking for and help blend out the concealer to give me a really nice clean canvas. Alright, so now that my crease is nice and shaped and then nice and ready to get pigmented with this beautiful color, I'm going to be going in with my M333 brush in the color Dahlia for the lid look. This color is really pretty true blue. It is a shimmer tone, so I really like the way the light reflects off of it. So when applying this color, I do like to slowly pack it on, so slowly pat on the lid. If you do that, I feel like it definitely helps not to get too much excess color, excess fallout, I should say, from going kind of all over the place. Also making sure that once you pack on the color to the brush, you kind of give it like a good little tap prior to starting to apply, because that also does help with fallout as well. So now that I did both eyes with the color Dahlia, I'm going to be using the same brush and going in with the color Chi. This color is more of a blue violet tone. It's also a shimmer color. But I feel like this gives the blue a little bit more depth to it, so it'll stand out a little bit more with some depth. Now that that's nice and pretty, I'm going to go in using my M433 brush and this color Ada, just to kind of blend out that crease and give it some depth on the outer corner of my eye. Doing the same motion, outer corner towards the inner corner. With this brush, I'm actually staying closer to that crease area and then slowly blending it out. I'm also going to go in with my M441 brush and the color Fulani, which is more of a neutral brown color, just to really give it some depth as well and start really giving me that smoky look. Using my blending brush, my M504, I'm going to go back in and really soften out those lines, that pigment that I just added on, especially around the brow bone, to really soften it up. Remember, ladies, you can never blend enough. When you feel like it's blended, keep blending. I want just a little bit more depth on the outer corner, so I'm going to go back in with my M433 and the color Fulani just to kind of pat it on to that outer corner and right at that crease area, just to give it a little bit more of the darkness. Give it that really nice smoky that I'm looking for. Perfect. So for my under eye, I'm using the E18 brush and the color Ada. I really liked how that warmth, this color has a little bit more orange to it, so that warmth really is bringing out the color of my eyes, and I think it's really nice, kind of blend it all together. So going in with my traditional winged liner that I do almost every single day, I use the NYX Liquid Matte Liner, and I like to start, you'll probably see it in the other eye a little bit better. So as you can see, I like to start towards the center of the eye and then go out towards my brow, then create my shape and then connect the inner corner out and just kind of fill it in, and we'll see it better on this eye here. So start center corner, and I like to go kind of straight out, not following my eye shape, straight out towards where my eyebrow is kind of ending. Then using, just kind of reshaping that. Then using the outer corner of my eye to just kind of connect up. Then I connect the inner corner towards the center. Using my fan brush in my M310 and my LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in Watts as my highlight. I like to highlight my cheekbones, my nose, and above my lip. I also like to use my M562 brush and kind of dip it into my highlighter and use it as the inner corner of my eye. I feel like that really, the brightness and the inner corner of your eye kind of really opens up your eye, especially when you're doing darker tones, to kind of soften it up so it's not just a dark smoky eye. So for my lipstick, we're going in with the Kat Von D Liquid Mattes in Witches, which is a true black tone. No underline pigments, no undertones, just black. So this is the finished look for lashes. I'm using the J lashes in Zoe. This is all of it put together. Thank you guys so much for spending time to watching my video. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below for future videos.